23rd, 1998, and you go to bed, you get up at what time, 3 in the morning?
I got up at 3 o'clock just to get a glass of water.
How did you know it was 3?
I looked at the clock.
Okay, you get the glass of water, what happened to you?
Suddenly, Sid, I found myself, I was being pulled out of my body. Like this was an out-of-body experience, and I've never had one before. But I was pulled out of my body, and I found myself falling through the air and tumbling down this long tunnel. And I entered into this open cavern area, and I hit the stone floor, and I found myself in but it looked like a dungeon, filthy, stinking, smoke-filled prison.
Did you realize where you were?
Life, so I knew immediately I was in hell. And there were demonic creatures in this cell with me. They were pacing like a caged animal, real ferocious. I understood, I'll never get out. 10 million years will go by, I'm still there. And that's the worst part, knowing there's no one going to come rescue you, there's no cavalry appearance, bumps and scales all over the body, huge jaws, sunken in eyes. Screams are so loud, Sid, you can't stand it. It's deafening to hear millions of people screaming at the top of their lungs, and you can't ever get away from that. The foul smells in hell are so putrid and disgusting, worse than any open sewer, and the smell of burning sulfur. And sulfur is actually toxic to breathe. I was observing all these people burning in this big, huge, raging pit of fire, surrounded by demons all around me. I was standing on a bed of maggots, just solid maggots. It's disgusting.
By the witness?
It's so loud, you want to get away from it, but you can't. There is never any peace of mind in hell. You have to endure all the people screaming at the top of their lungs. And I was observing all this, and suddenly this bright light appeared. I knew immediately who it was. I said, Jesus. And he said, I am. And when he said, I am, I collapsed at his feet, hanging off their bones. I'm telling you, it's the most awful thing to see people burning. Screaming in agony, burning, and it was heat. I felt the heat. And that's why I want to warn people. This place.
3 in the morning. How did you know it was 3:23, by the way?
I looked at a clock. That was the first thing I did. It was right beside the bed.
What did you hear?
I heard screams coming from our living room, and I proceeded down the hallway. And I found my husband in a state that I have never, ever seen him in, Sid. Anyone who knows Bill knows his character. His nature is very friends that I met. I saw his character over and over again as we were dating. I believed him immediately. Now, keep in mind, we'd only been